Yes, the lady over there with eyeglass.
Good afternoon, sir. In 2006, your first prime ministership, the Philippines was not categorized as one of the priority countries or strategic partner. Now, Japan is saying that the Philippines is worthy of a strategic partnership, sharing the same values of freedom and democracy. Why has more and more importance been put on the Philippines, and is territorial dispute a reason for this? Thank you.
日本とフィリピンはですね、もともと
Japan and the Philippines, 6 years ago, since the Abe administration, or even before that, we were strategic partners in substance. And both countries are cooperating to respond to issues in the Asia-Pacific region. Japan and the Philippines, as neighbors connected by the sea, developed a long history of friendship. Both countries share a strategic interest of making the Asia-Pacific region a free and open region, not by coercion or intimidation, but by the rule of law. Both countries not only enjoy close relations in areas of economic and people-to-people exchange, but we are both allies of the United States, having a variety of cooperation in the area of security. So Philippines will continue to be a trusted, important partner. Immediately after the start of the Abe administration, Foreign Minister Kishida visited the Philippines. And I'm also visiting the Philippines now, which indicates our view towards the Philippines. Going forward, I want to strengthen the relationship with the Philippines in all areas, including politics, security, economy, and people-to-people exchange.
はい、それでは再び、日本の皆さんからの
So we would once again like to entertain questions from the Japanese press. Mr. Nakakuki of Kyodo Press. One question on domestic issue on raising the consumption tax rate to 8%. You said that you will make the judgment in the fall, also in the GDP growth rate of the April-June quarter. But Mr. Koichi Hamada of the cabinet advisor said that we should not hasten with tax increase, but have a moderate increase with just 1% each time. Is that an option for the government? And also, in relation to this, the midterm fiscal plan will be formulated in the beginning of August, and this is to be promised on the consumption tax increase. And if the decision on consumption tax increase is the fall, there's a time lag. Are you going to bring forward a judgment on the consumption tax increase, or else postponing the midterm fiscal plan formulation? I have given instructions. I have not given instructions to submit multiple number of proposals with regard to consumption tax rate increase. According to the Article 18 of the Supplementary Clause of the Tax System Reform Act, in the fall of this year, we will confirm various indicators, closely observe the economic situation, and we need to do this to pass a judgment. So we have to solidify economic growth and grow out of deflation, and also address fiscal consolidation. And we will observe various indicators, and therefore, representing the cabinet, I will make an appropriate judgment. Now, coming to midterm fiscal plan, in order that we will make in time for the St. Petersburg summit in the beginning of September, along with the budget request for the next fiscal year, we would like to formulate a midterm fiscal plan in August. In any case, the midterm fiscal plan to be formulated in August, there will be a framework towards achieving the target to have the primary balance deficit in fiscal year 2015. It is not to be a finalized decision on the increase of the consumption tax rate. So formulating the midterm fiscal plan and decision on the consumption tax rate hike and its judgment with regard to the timing, I think there is no contradiction with regard to the timing of the two events. The judgment will be passed as I have described, and as for the midterm fiscal plan, it will be formulated according to the plan that I've just described.
Okay, well, the schedule seems to be running out, so as a final question, let me assign the following reporters once again, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Prime Minister. Oliver Teves from the Associated Press. Japan has one of the world's best-equipped navies and air forces, but your country's pacifist constitution limits the full use of your military. In this regard, do you see a revision of your constitution while you are still in office, and how will you boost your self-defense capability against territorial incursions without creating fears of a resurgent militarism, especially among countries occupied by Japanese forces during World War II, like the Philippines, China, and Korea? Thank you.
First, my basic view is that regional peace and stability is the premise for the prosperity of not only Japan but of the Asia-Pacific region, and at the same time, economic prosperity brings regional peace and stability. With regards to the reform constitution, with the obvious premise of pacifism, people's sovereignty, and basic human rights, we are deepening our discussions on what is the appropriate form of constitution for the present-day Japan. Based on the changes of the security environment of the international society as a whole, and from the point of view of securing Japanese security and to contribute to the Japan-US alliance and the regional peace and stability, we will proceed with the discussions to review the National Defense Program guideline, establish the National Security Council, and the exercise of our right of collective self-defense. These are to make possible in Japan a part of the things which are taken as a matter of course in other countries and is based on the big premise of pacifism. I intend to explain politely so that the countries in the region will not have any misunderstanding. And through this visit, I have explained to the leaders of the respective countries. And in addition to that, after the war, Japan, together with the United States, has been greatly contributing to the peace and stability in Asia-Pacific region, and going forward, we intend to continue to play that role.
それでは以上をもちまして安倍総理の内外記者会見
So with this, we would like to conclude the press conference of Prime Minister Abe. Members of the press, could you please remain seated until Prime Minister Abe departs from this room? Thank you very much for your cooperation.